This year, George Mason High School welcomed Miss Seabridge to the administrative staff. She traded with Mr. Guy, who is now working at MEH. I sat down with Miss Seabridge to ask her how she was finding her new job. Hi, Miss Seabridge. Thank you for taking the time and talking with us today. We really appreciate. We're representing the Lasso this year, and so we would love to introduce you to the students of George Mason through this interview. So, why don't we get going? How long have you been here in the Falls Church School District?
Well, first of all, thank you, Blaze, for introducing me and inviting me for this interview. I'm thrilled to be here and partake in this. I've been here in Falls Church City this will be my 10th year. So 9 years, going on 10.
Yes.
And I actually started right here at George Mason High School because the middle school used to be here, and when I was hired, my first year was here. I taught social studies, and I was also the tech ed teacher.
Okay, so last year is it true that you worked at MEH and you were administrative there?
Yes, I was over at Mary Ellen Henderson. I was there the first year it was built, up through the 9 years, and it was a wonderful building, wonderful people, wonderful kids. I worked as a technology education teacher over there, and I also worked part-time for a Library of Congress grant, and I did some staff development with teachers. And then my last 3 years while I was over there, I was the assistant principal.
Okay. Now, so you're here in George Mason now. The year 2013-2014. What's the biggest change that you found from MEH coming to George Mason?
You know, it's kind of funny because I've been joking around with a lot of the staff members, and I said, it's kind of like weird because it's quiet. At the middle school, it's not real quiet. When you go into the cafeteria, it's very loud because all the kids have a lot to say and they all want to say it at the same time. So when you walk into the George Mason cafeteria, it's just kind of calm. People are talking, but others are listening, which doesn't happen much at the middle school. And the hallways, pretty quiet. Everybody's moving on, doing their thing. At the middle school, they're kind of loud sometimes, going up and down the stairs. So I think it was a little hard getting used to how quiet it is.
But also quite nice because it's a bit of a change.
Oh, definitely. It's quite nice. So I do appreciate that.
Good. Now, are the job descriptions, are they the same as they were in MEH, or how does it work coming to George Mason? Do you have different responsibilities here?
Yeah, I do have a different responsibility. It's kind of interesting because I wasn't sure exactly, what my role would be. And I know I share the assistant principalship with Mr. Hills, and with Mr. Pepper does a lot of assistant principal duties as well. And over at the middle school, you're kind of a one-man show. It's like you have one assistant and the principal that's there. So there's a lot more things that you're going to have your hands in. So here I'm enjoying the fact that there's certain things that I can focus on. And I feel if I can focus on those things that I can become really good at that and really be able to support the teachers and the students that are here at George Mason.
That's great. Are you looking forward to any particular event that George Mason has this year that's coming up?
I am looking forward to graduation, and the reason I'm looking forward to graduation is because I am the administrator for the 12th grade, and this will be my first 12th grade group going through graduation, so that's going to be really exciting, just following the seniors through that whole process.
Venue to have the graduation at.
Oh, it's beautiful. I mean, it's incredible that we have the opportunity to be able to go there and to have our graduation ceremony there. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I'm excited. Not to mention all the things along the way. I mean, it's the journey that really counts. So, I mean, we have prom, we have homecomings coming up real soon, all the sports, that everybody's involved in. I mean, that's something that's a lot different here too than at the middle school. There's activities after school and so on, but here there's just so much more, so much to do. The clubs are going to be starting soon. So I'm really excited to learn more about that and actually get involved with it.
Great. Well, we really appreciate you coming in here and having Lasso be able to interview you. And if there's, we would love to do any more stories on you. We'll just let you know. But
okay.
Thank you again. We appreciate it.
Oh, sure. It's my pleasure. Thank you, Blaze.
Yes.